U.S. political and international affairs analyst Calvin Dark has been monitoring developments from Washington. Calvin, no surprises there from President Donald Trump. He said all the things he has said before, taking credit for North Korea, and again reiterating Iran is still developing nuclear weapons. Was this what you expected him to say, or did he say a little more?
Well, you're right. He did say what we expected him to say, but I will say that it was less combative than it was last year. But don't let that fool you. You know, he kind of embraced diversity. He talked about everybody has their own culture and their own history and their own goals. But I think he's confusing sovereignty with isolationism, because he wasn't saying let's work together. He was saying we're going to do us and you do you.
Yeah, it pretty much sounded just like what he was saying. But what do you make of the president's claim that his administration has accomplished much more than almost any other in U.S. history, and that the U.S. is stronger, richer, and safer today?
Well, I think it's telling that, you know, how many languages are being spoken in that room at that time and being translated, yet everybody seemed to laugh when he said it. Here in the United States, we really didn't shock us that much, because you got to remember, we're dealing with a president who says he's always doing bigger, more, better than anybody else. On the day he was inaugurated, he said his inauguration crowd was bigger than anybody else. So that didn't surprise us. But what it did really put into perspective is that there's a big difference between what progress Donald Trump has said we've achieved and what we've actually seen.
Let's talk about the African leaders who are attending the debate. President Muhammadu Buhari will be speaking in a few hours. Many times the focus usually for Africa is problems on the continent, security, terrorism, and so on. What can they bring to the table in the debate, apart from their own issues?
Well, you know, I actually think that because President Trump is by far the most transparent president we've had in a while, because we know exactly where his head is at, African leaders have a really unique opportunity. And that is, whatever cooperation and partnerships they believe they can have with the United States, frame them in how it benefits Trump and his vision of America first. For example, economic partnerships, stress how it helps American companies. Security partnerships, stress how it can protect American interests. If you say that, those are the things that get President Trump's ear. And I think it actually helped African leaders like Buhari and others to make progress, at least in some ways, in collaborating with the United States.
Well, Calvin, you've spoken like an advisor to our president. Thanks again for joining us on the program.
Thank you.